Hi, I'm Micah Swick, President and COO of Bernard's Furniture Group. Over the past several years, I've led a comprehensive brand overhaul and organizational restructuring, driving significant revenue growth while reducing inventory by 50% and expanding our dealer network more than fivefold. Throughout my career in business turnarounds and growth environments, one of the most critical leadership challenges I've faced is balancing cash flow growth and strategic risk. Today, I want to share a practical framework for how we manage all three without sacrificing stability or opportunity. Cash flow is oxygen. Growth is exciting, vision is inspiring, but cash flow is oxygen. If you run out of oxygen, nothing else matters. In volatile industries, especially product-based businesses, cash flow can swing quickly due to inventory levels, logistics costs, tariffs, or shifting demand. Early in restructuring, we made cash flow visibility a daily priority. We reduced inventory by 50% by tightening purchasing discipline and aligned buying decisions directly with sell-through data. Balancing growth begins with protecting liquidity. You cannot grow sustainably if your foundation is unstable. Growth must be intentional, not emotional. A common mistake leaders make is chasing growth for ego or optics. Bigger is not always better. Profitable and controlled is better. When we expanded sales channels and added revenue streams, each move was tied to margin, working capital impact, and operational capacity. We asked, can we support this growth without breaking the system? Strategic growth means aligning expansion with infrastructure, people, systems, supply chain, and capital. If your operations can't absorb the growth, it becomes risk, not opportunity. Take calculated risk, not reactive ones. Every business faces uncertainty, economic headwinds, supply chain disruptions, pricing volatility. The instinct in uncertain times is often to freeze. Freezing can be just as risky as reckless expansion. Instead, I focus on calculated risk. That means scenario planning, running downside models, stress testing margins, evaluating best and worst case outcomes before making large commitments. Strategic risk should be intentional and informed, not emotional or reactive. When you understand your numbers deeply, you can move confidently while others hesitate. We need to align our leadership around the trade-offs. Balancing cash flow, growth, and risk is ultimately about trade-offs. You cannot maximize all three at once. Sometimes you prioritize liquidity. Sometimes you lean into growth. Sometimes you invest ahead of revenue. The key is alignment. Your leadership team must clearly understand the current priority and why. During restructuring, we made trade-offs explicit. If we increase investment in one area, we reduce exposure in another. Transparency prevents confusion and builds trust. High-performance organizations operate with clarity, not mixed signals. Balancing cash flow, growth, and strategic risk isn't about finding a perfect formula. It's about discipline, visibility, and intentional leadership. Protect your cash flow. Pursue intentional growth. Take calculated risk, and align your team around clear priorities. When you manage those three elements effectively, you create not just growth, but sustainable, resilient success.